Today's breakfast is 2 fried eggs, some fried potatoes on the stove, and 2 pieces of bacon. Guys, I can't count. 3 slices of bacon. For a snack, we had some pineapples and cottage cheese and about a 1/4 cup of peanuts and a protein bar. Next meal is some leftover chili with some cheddar cheese and some cornbread. Also, as a little snack, we're gonna have an apple and a banana before we go to the gym. Sup, guys? We are headed to the gym now. It is about 3:41, so we're gonna get there around 4 o'clock. As you guys know, today is our push day, so just chest, shoulders, and triceps. Going to be more so delt focused today, so it shouldn't be too crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, this is not a topic today. This is not something I'm gonna necessarily go over or get into detail about per se as the topic of the day like I usually do. But today I was gonna talk about me. Man, I am having the day, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired, I'm pretty worn out, pretty fatigued from work. I went to the DMV to try to get me a new license because I'm officially an Iowan now, but I didn't have all the documentation that I needed. So I sat there for a while for no reason, not knowing that I needed certain documentation. You guys already know how it goes when you go to DMV. The DMV is one of the worst places possible to go to in this fucking universe. I hate the DMV, but I wish I could take the DMV and fucking shoot it to the sun because they waste so much time. They waste people's time so fucking much and never actually tell you exactly what you need before you get there. But anyway, other than that, yeah, I'm definitely not, I'm dehydrated. I don't think I'm eating enough food today. I'm just not mentally there today in regards to this day. Now, you know what I'm saying? My day isn't terrible, of course. You know, I'm alive. My son's back there. He's gonna go have fun with his friends. And, you know, I'm just happy and blessed I'm alive, so I thank God for that. But, you know, we all have our fucking days. We all have our goddamn days, right? And, you know, instead of, you know, complaining to you guys and sitting down and being negative, I am just happy and honored that I am able to go work out today. It might not be the best exercise or best workout today, to be honest with you guys, just because of the shit that's going on, but I'm still blessed. I'm still happy. I still got a lot to live for, and we're gonna have the best workout we possibly can. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I always tell you guys, don't always sit in your pity. Don't always sit in the puddle of your pity, right? Get back up, keep fighting, try to be positive, try to be, you know, have the best mentality you possibly can have, and, you know, keep pushing, you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm being open and honest with you guys. Like I said, it hasn't been the best day for me. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and on multiple fronts, right? But, you know, at the same time, I have to appreciate the little things. It's cold as fuck outside. You think I want to go to the gym? It's like 20 degrees. Nah, I don't want to go to the gym. Really, I honestly don't. But it is what it is. And this is a habit that I created, and we're still going to go. No excuses. Unless I literally had 3 hours of sleep or something's really going on to the point that I cannot exercise, I'm still going to exercise because I made that deal myself. Not to be lazy, not to be complacent, not to make excuses, you know, not to be a little fucking pussy, punk ass bitch. Excuse my language, YouTube. But, you know what I'm saying? Up here controls everything. Your mind controls everything. And if you know that it controls everything, you can do way more than you think. You can do way more than you anticipate. You can do way more than what others think of you. So it's mind over matter. It's mind over body. Your brain is the most important organ in your body. You cannot live without your brain. It's impossible, right? And a lot of times, the thing that stops us from doing what we want to do is this 3 or 5 pound pinkish, whitish organ. And it tells us we can't do it because we're too tired and too much stuff's going on. I don't got enough time. And I'm not going to allow this 3 to 5 pound pinkish, whitish organ to tell my black ass what I can and can't do. Just not. I'm too fucking stubborn. I'm too stubborn to let something 5 pounds tell me what I can and can't do. And you gotta have that same mentality. You got to, you know, get that inner bitch voice in your head and tell her to shut the fuck up. I'm in charge. The sergeant's in charge. The emperor's in charge. The czar is in charge. The king is in charge, or the queen. You know what I'm saying? The pharaoh's in charge. Emperor. You know what I'm saying? The czar. You feel me? Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me right? Y'all feel me right? You gotta tell that motherfucker to shut the fuck up. What do you know? You don't know nothing. You can't tell me what I can and cannot do. Mind over matter, right? Mind over matter. That's all it is. That's all any of this shit is. It's just forcing yourself to do the things you want and you need to do when you do it. Like I always tell you guys, if you only did stuff when you felt good, nothing will ever get done. And I'm talking to myself. I'm looking at myself in the camera. So y'all see me talking to you guys, but I'm also talking to myself. I'm also talking to me. So since I'm talking to me, I'm talking to you. Feel me? Well, my son agrees. So that's it. That's all. That's all that I got to say. Kind of a venting session a little bit. Just to let you guys know, Tavian is not superhuman. You guys see me on here. You guys don't know me personally. So, I'm kind of a I don't want to say I'm not a superhero, right? But kind of, I exist, but I don't exist because you guys never see me personally, unless you guys know me. So you see me, but you don't see me, right? So I am human. I have emotions. I do get tired. I do have rough days, but at the same time, a brother keeps on pushing and keeps on pushing. I'm trying to be like the little engine that could and keep on going and keep on going. But that's it. A little venting session, guys. Keep your heads up. Keep doing the best you can. Keep grinding. Don't let your mind tell you can't do anything. And also, guys, like I always tell you, find a fucking way to move around and exercise. And I'll see you guys in the gym as soon as we get up there to do our push day, right? All right, guys. We just finished up with our warm-up. 10 minutes on the Stairmaster. Do I feel like being here? Fuck no. But we're here, and let's do the best we can. All right, guys, we'll start off with some standing shoulder press machine, and then we're paired with some dumbbell flies, try hand chest. We're gonna shoot for 3 to 4 sets, and then move on to the next movement. Let's try to do the best we can, bro. I do not feel like doing good, guys. I really don't, but it is what it is. So it being a delt focus day, of course, we're going to start with the delt focus exercise. And actually, this is probably the heaviest I've gone on this machine, guys. One thing that I've noticed, maybe possibly, is I think that since I've been cutting for so long, I'm like so focused on hypertrophy, I think that I've like kind of, I want to say, I train hard, of course. I train really hard, but I think I definitely can lift a lot. Not a lot per se, but more weight than I usually use, especially because I'm kind of at a plateau right now. But I think I've been underestimating the amount of weight that I can actually lift, even though I'm cutting. I'm still pretty strong, and I need to, dial up the weight a little bit and just challenge myself a little bit more with heavier weights. I'm not scared of getting hurt. I'm not scared of lifting heavy, but I think I went through a process for the last 2 years. I've lifted like really, really heavy and kind of beat my body up, my joints up. And I'm like, now I hit like a great stride with lifting like moderate weights for really good reps and really good, with really good full range of motion. And now my body's like, okay, bro, you figured out the full range of motion, you figured out the form, you figured all that stuff out, you got your gains from that. So now we gotta do something different. So I think one thing I need to definitely change is start lifting, a little bit more heavier, maybe going between the ranges of 8 and 12 and not so much, 12 and plus, like between the ranges of 8 and 15, maybe, but that is what I'm starting to realize. And because I usually use 2 plates and 25, starting off with this, but as you guys know, I used 2 plates and that, felt pretty smooth, felt pretty good. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I think I'm going to start lifting heavier because, you always need a new stimulus for growth, right? You always need to change something up to help you grow, especially when you're natural. You got to change things up. You got to do things differently. You got to find the best ways to grow muscle. So I think me lifting a little bit heavier in certain lifts, not all lifts, but in certain lifts, especially compound movements, I think I need to just go a little bit heavier and then maybe sacrifice the reps, you know what I'm saying? But even though I'm sacrificing reps, if I'm still doing full range of motion, partial reps, and, you know, taking my time and getting a great stretch at the bottom of every lift I do, then sacrificing the reps might not mean that much. It might just mean that I'm getting stronger and stronger over time, and that means that's going to allow me to do more reps. So don't be like me, per se. Like, a lot of people are opposite of me. A lot of people overtrain, overlift. They don't overtrain, but they overlift. They lift heavier than they should. They ego lift, right? And I'm kind of the opposite. I'm not like lifting super light to the point that it doesn't give me any stimulus. But, you know, your mind kind of tells you what you should and shouldn't do. And sometimes your mind is wrong, and you kind of just got to force your mind to do different things, that's what I'm going to do, right? I can even go heavier on these flies if I wanted to, but since I haven't done them for a while, I haven't done them in the last couple of weeks, but since it's kind of a new exercise for me, I don't want to push that limit. But as time goes on, I'm going to get heavier and heavier and heavier. And like this is where I usually start off with, and it feels pretty good. It doesn't feel super heavy. And as you guys can see, I'm going down slow, trying to stop at the bottom, trying to go really, 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 really slow to get that stretch, and taking our time, full range of motion. This is how your standing shoulder presses should look. Shouldn't be rushed. And we're gonna go all the way close to failure. Delts are looking big, rear delts looking big, side delts looking big. My delts look pretty capped off and pretty thick. I know they pumped up with blood right now, but you know, my shoulders look pretty fucking big. So I'm really happy with the shoulder development that I've been able to actually, you know, attain. That's one thing that I can say that has definitely developed. Like, I think my entirety of my body has, you know, gone through a drastic change over the last year or so, and this is the best I've ever looked in my life. Honestly, to be honest, this is definitely the best I've ever looked in my life. But I don't really talk about my shoulder development. My shoulder development has really come a long way. I've always had big shoulders, but they've never been like this lean. They've never had, you know, I've never had delt veins. I've never had striations in my delts like this. So very, very happy with what's going on. And as you guys can see, these flies are very painful, but we're going down slow, stretch. I think I'm gonna try to do a fly press variation. So going down like that, and then turn my hands in, and then press up like doing like a, you know, a flat press. I seen that online. I forgot who did that, but I just feel like that's like a gnarly thing to do to really fucking cook the shit out of your fucking pecs. And it's a kind of 2-in-1 thing too, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, hold it there. And then here we go, next set of our shoulder presses. And I think I told you guys this a while ago. Somebody said I look like a seal, a fucking seal or sea lion with the body of a Greek god, and I cannot unsee it, especially from the side view. I kind of did look like one. Somebody also said I look like a buff Jar Jar Binks. I'm like, damn, that kind of hurt. You know what I'm saying? If I could be in the fucking Star Wars universe, I would want to be a fucking Jedi. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be no fucking ugly ass Rastafarian alien that is weird. You feel me? So that kind of hurt a little bit, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It comes with the territory, and we're a content creator. And here we go, all the way to failure, pushing it. One more rep, get it up, and go down slow. Just like that. We're gonna get one more up. Okay, fighting. Nope, not quite. But as you guys saw, that was failure. I went to the point I could not get another rep. And that's the great thing about machines. Is you can do that. You can go all the way to failure, and if you can't get it up, you don't have to worry about dropping it or hurting yourself. You just can rack it. And that's why I enjoy training with machines, because you can completely go to failure. You can't really do that with compound movements. You can't do that with bench press. You can't do that with the squats. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do that, because, you know, if you try to, if you can't rack the shit, you're going to get fucking hurt. You know what I'm saying? But with the machines, perfect exercises to go to failure with. So, you know, still do compound movements. They're still the best movements, right? But, you know, do your little isolation movements and stuff like that. Or you have a machine, and then use those to really cook the fuck out of that muscle group you're training, just like I did with my shoulder presses. And as you guys can see, really deep on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About a 5-second negative and about a second pause. Let's see. We're going to count it one more time after this set, after this rep. Let's see. Oh, now I'm doing partial reps. Never mind. And this is me going completely to failure too with these flies, is I can't get up anymore all the way, so I'm just doing a couple partial reps to really toast those pecs right there. But let's move on. Pretty good first movement of the day. All right, guys, we're going to do some dips, and then after that we're going to do some cable raises. Right now I'm just going to stick with the dips because everything is being used right now in the gym, so I can't really go do what I want to do. So start off with dips, be our last chest movement, and then right into our cable raises. Just waiting for it to get done, and then finish off with some touch-ups. So the funny thing about this is, as soon as I got down in the dip, this dip exercise, the fucking cables freed up. So then I could have used the cables, but it was fucking too late. I would have rather started with my cable raises because it's a delt focus day. But you know, we're not gonna complain. We're gonna do what we gotta do. And perfect form with dips, going down very slowly, trying to really stretch out our pecs at the bottom, just like that. I need to stay leaning forward. I can lean a little bit more forward if I really wanted to, which I should. But pecs are on fire, especially if doing those flies. And then, you know, you get a little bit of tricep work in at the same time too. So that's the main reason why I decided to do that, is, you know, to do it like just to get some, you know, mainly pecs, but also some tries too. I wanted to use the tricep push down machine because, as you guys know, when you do that machine, if you lean forward, you activate more pecs than triceps. I want to go back and forth with that, so I was going to do a set of like leaning forward from pecs and then a set leaning back for my triceps, so I can kind of knock them both out and then kind of hit them both at the same time a little bit, and then pair that with that. But the machine is being taken, so I couldn't do that. So that's why I just, you know, decided to do dips. But it is what it is. Dips are still a great exercise too. Just a little bit more harder, a little bit more challenging than the actual machine, but it is what it is. And as you guys can see, this is becoming a must for me for my delt training. I really, 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 really love this exercise for my delts. And it's fucking phenomenal. Like I always will say, the individual cable raise is better for your delts. Like it's the best exercise for your delts, in my opinion, especially for your side delts in particular. But, you know, I don't have a lot of time in the gym to do one arm or one limb exercise all the time. So that's why I usually just do two exercises that involve both limbs, because it just saves me so much time. And here we go, deep on the way down, just like that. And you see the vascularity in my forearms. All the weight is on my forearms. That's why my fucking veins are popping out like that. But I'm trying to go the closest failure as possible. And I'm trying to go down as slow as possible. I'm trying to go down as deep as possible. This is how your dip should look, guys. You should not be rushing it. You should try to go as deep as possible. If you have an elbow pain, you're not doing it correctly. So make sure you're fixing your form. And here we go. Hitting that nice X right there. Nice striations in those delts right there. Taking our time, going down, slow. Slow and steady wins the race, guys, in regards to gains. Now, if you're taking steroids, I mean, I guess you can get a lot of muscle really quickly, right? But as soon as you hop off that shit, most of your gains, if not all your gains, will be gone. So it's best to do it naturally for as long as possible so you can minimize muscle loss whenever you hop on. So realize that, understand that. Everybody's not Chris Bumstead. Everybody's not Ronnie Coleman. Everybody's not Flex Lewis or Flex Wheeler. Everybody's not Arnold. Everybody's not these phenomenal physiques, man. I'm like Jay Cutler. Like, I'm trying to let you guys know. Everybody doesn't have those type of genetics. Just because you think if you hop on something, you're going to look like these people, most likely you're not. These people are fucking freaks, bro. These people are genetic anomalies, genetic freaks. That's why there's only a few people who've gone that far and dominated or been so good at it, because of genetics and also hard work. And a lot of you guys are not willing to work as hard as this guy. So why take it, right? Why take steroids if you're not going to be those guys? So that's my 2 cents about it. But as you guys can see, I'm leaning a little bit more forward, and that just allowed me to get a little bit of a deeper stretch of my pecs right there. And this shit sucks a lot. This fucking really cooking the fuck out of me right now. But we're gonna go all the way to failure. We're gonna go all the way to the point that we cannot go anymore. Even though we're not feeling the best, even though this workout's kind of meh, we're still trying to do the best that we possibly can with the time that we're given, because we're not going to complain. We're going to just do what we can do, like I always say. And here's our last set of our cable raises. Really milking that shit. The cables keep constant tension on that delt. And like I always say, guys, you don't need a lot of weight for your delts. Your delt is a very small muscle. 3 muscles, front, side, rear. All really small muscles. So stop fucking ego lifting, guys. Stop it. And look at me in all black. People think I'm depressed. People think I'm sad. People think something's going on in my brain because I love just to wear all black. I don't know why. I just love black. I just think it's a great neutral color, and I don't know. Maybe because I'm black. Maybe because I'm black, I love the color black. Who knows? But as you guys can see, partial reps. I'm going all the way to failure. I'm trying to fry the dough as much as possible so it could be so tender it just falls off the bone. All right, guys. We're good on delts and chest. I definitely want to do more, but I'm out of time, and I'm just not feeling it today. But I'm going to finish up with some skull crushers. I'm only going to film one set just because my phone's on 2%, so I'm going to do 3 or 4 sets just so you guys know, but since my phone's on 2%, I can probably not get the rest of those sets in, so I'll film one at least, but no, I did 3 or 4 sets. So I tried these Incline for the first time, and what I noticed was it definitely targeted the top of the triceps a little more than doing the flat variation. So if you're trying to hit that top head of the triceps a little bit more, then Incline is a good option. But otherwise, still a great stretch at the bottom. Going behind our head really, really stretches out the entirety of our tricep. It feels really nice, but sadly, guys, you couldn't see the other set, so I'm sorry about that. I need to do better on my phone, but I'm gonna go charge my phone on the machine. All right, guys, I was just charging my phone on the Stairmaster, which that's what I'm doing cardio on. I'm gonna be open for 30 minutes. You guys can see I'm fucking wore out, fucking drenched in sweat. But like I said, guys, every day's not gonna be perfect. Every day you're not gonna want to come here, put in work, but coming in and doing something is better than doing nothing. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. So stay consistent, do the bullshit. I'm gonna finish this cardio up. 30 minutes, that's it, still honest. I think part of the problem today is not just my fatigue, but since it's so cold outside and it's like cold in here, a lot of times gyms are not very cold, but cooler on the cooler end, because it's better to work out in the cooler environment just so you don't sweat as much and so you don't overheat as much, and so it's usually better to work out in the cooler environment. But I think since it gets so cold and they haven't really turned the heat on here, I've been struggling to actually get my body warm, start sweating, and get more prepped up and shit. So I think that has been affecting workouts a little bit. So what I might have to do is start having a longer warm-up, like a 30-minute warm-up, like 20 minutes on whatever cardio machine I decide to do, and then doing my, traditional warm-up sets with whatever muscle we're doing, just so I'm completely cool, because as you guys know, I got hyperextension in my knee yesterday, and I'm just not trying to tear anything, I'm not trying to pull anything, just because it is colder. And it's a little bit harder to actually warm up, so I think that's what we're gonna do. But otherwise, decent workout, man workout, but we got it done, so that's the important thing. With our conversation yesterday about bodybuilding, this dude who's clearly in PEDs and clearly a bodybuilder. I'm not gonna say by name or anything, but he's like, "You compete?" I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "You should do it, bro. You wasting your genetics. You have better genetics than me. You need to hurry up and get up on that stage." So I find it funny. That people say this shit every day. Maybe I should. No steroids, no steroid free. For dinner, we're having some canes, some fries, and a chicken sandwich. I know it's not the best thing to eat, but I've barely eaten today, and I deserve it because I've had a rough day today. And like I said, I didn't eat that much. What can I say? It's the best of times, it was the worst of times. Isn't that what Charles Dickens said in Tales of Two Cities, I believe? I think I read this shit when I was like 14, 15 years old in high school. But anyway, to get to my point, they had the best day. Not necessarily. I didn't eat enough food, honestly. I didn't eat enough protein, honestly. My workout was, decent, and my hair looks crazy, as you guys can see. But that's not what's important all the time. What's important is you just staying committed, staying consistent, doing something, and taking your lumps and moving on. I'm not going to complain about, not having the best workout. I'm not going to complain about not having the best diet today. I'm not going to complain about not having enough protein and none of that shit like that. I'm going to just say, you did your best today, do better tomorrow, and move on and work harder tomorrow, and it's all you can do. You have to live with mistakes. You have to live with, you have to live with the things that you didn't get done today. You know what I'm saying? And if you dwell on that shit, then nothing will ever get done, and you will never, ever, ever, ever become better or get better at what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mindset. So tomorrow will be a better day. But anyway, Thank you guys for watching. Like I always say, stay safe, stay swole, and have a great day. Thank you so much.